a toss-up, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to go with Ryan. He's my countryman, man. I'm gonna go in.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So just in case you guys were wondering who that was Fernando Vargas Jr. talking in that clip right there. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into the video. So this year we have one of the biggest Team USA versus Team Mexico fights in quite some time. Gervonta Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia. And by the way, the image that you guys are looking at on the screen right now that shows USA versus Mexico, this graphic was put together by a Mexican YouTube channel, Box Mex or something like that. So speaking of Team Mexico, two of the biggest Mexican names in the sport of boxing have been asked to give their prediction on this fight. Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Tank Davis, Canelo Alvarez, he was asked, and Julio Cesar Chavez, he was asked as well. Let's start with Canelo. Canelo, he gave his prediction. He's picking Gervonta Tank Davis to beat Ryan Garcia, but he said it in such a respectful way that you knew he was coming off as genuine. Basically, he was trying to stay on code. As he was breaking this fight down, you could tell Canelo was saying, look, I don't care what type of words me and Ryan Garcia had. At the end of the day, we're both Mexican, and I'm going to always show him that level of respect. And that was the way he did his prediction. He showed Ryan Garcia a lot of respect. You would have thought they never had any exchange of words back and forth. Instead of Canelo just saying that Gervonta is the better fighter and he's going to win, Canelo, he kept blaming it on experience. He kept saying Ryan needs more fights, as if that would have made more of a difference, which he knows deep down it wouldn't have made a difference. The more fights Ryan Garcia stacks up, the more fights Gervonta stacks up. When it comes to Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Tank Davis, they're fighting in the same generation. So it's not like this is the new generation versus the old generation. This is the reason why they were both part of the Fantastic Four. So once again, when it comes to Team Mexico, almost every known Mexican fighter, former champion, is picking Gervonta to win this fight. Oscar De La Hoya, he said 3 years ago that Ryan Garcia wasn't ready because he said Gervonta is a beast after Ryan Garcia got knocked down in the Luke Campbell fight. Ryan Garcia's entire team said that Ryan wasn't ready for Gervonta Tank Davis. And I don't believe Oscar De La Hoya truly feels that Ryan Garcia is going to win this fight in April. Of course, he can't say that because he's Ryan Garcia's promoter. Okay, so you heard what Canelo said about this fight. You heard what Oscar De La Hoya said about this fight. Now let's hear what Julio Cesar Chavez had to say about this potential fight. Now, this story that I'm about to report right now is sad and comical all at the same time, at Ryan Garcia's expense, of course. So the night of the fight, Ryan Garcia, he's in his dressing room getting ready to fight Javier Fortuna, right? He decides to call up Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. on FaceTime with all the DAZN cameras surrounding him and filming the conversation. Ryan basically calls him to get words of encouragement from the legendary Julio Cesar Chavez, and Chavez just basically tells him to keep his hands up. Don't leave your hands down, keep your hands up. That's pretty much all Chavez said to him. Chavez gets off the phone with Ryan Garcia and then admits that he didn't even bother to watch the fight. He didn't watch the fight at all. Chavez, he did an interview days after the fight, and he was asked, did you watch the Ryan Garcia fight this past weekend? Reporter asked, what's your opinion on Ryan? Chavez, he says, very good. He's a good friend. I like him very much. He called me the night of the fight, but to be honest, I didn't watch his fight. Then the reporter quoted what Ryan Garcia said about how titles are not important anymore. He said, nowadays the world titles in boxing have no substance and hold no weight. What's your opinion on that? Chavez, he laughs and he says, he's effed up, meaning he's effed up in the head, like he doesn't know what he's talking about. Chavez is then asked, if Ryan Garcia fights Gervonta Davis, what would happen? Chavez says, oh no, it's going to be bad. Reporter, why are you picking Gervonta Davis? Chavez, he says, because Gervonta, I hadn't put too much attention in him, but what I've seen, he is a great fighter. With all due respect, I believe he'll knock out Ryan Garcia. End quote. Guys, Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. just admitted he had much better things to do than watch a Ryan Garcia fight that he called bullshit, and ends the interview by saying Gervonta would knock out Ryan Garcia. And Chavez said these things right after Ryan Garcia called this man while he was in the dressing room preparing for the Fortuna fight. Chavez didn't watch the Ryan Garcia fight, but the way he's talking, we know he watched the Gervonta Tank Davis fight. Guys, even the fighters that Ryan Garcia looks up to are all picking against him in this fight. The one thing I will say about that is that's got to be more motivation for Ryan Garcia, which I think is going to make Ryan Garcia even more dangerous in the fight against Davis. I think Ryan Garcia is going to be extremely dangerous in the first half, but after the first half, that's when he's going to start falling apart. That's when Davis is going to start chopping him down and ultimately stopping him. With that being said, I'm going to wrap this video up. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, fever blisters, diabetic ulcers, this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called LO Key Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to lodkey.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram.
One of the most anticipated dog breedings has finally been confirmed. The pups from this pairing of Zeta and DMX will be born very soon. We are now accepting deposits. Our pups will come with ears cropped and a 2-year health guarantee. Get ahead of the pack on purchasing a puppy by contacting NWA Cane Corsos on Instagram at NWA Cane Corsos. Call or text 479-326-1603 with any questions. A guard dog is your first line of defense. These will be the right pups for the job.
Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com.
My name is Chris, and I'm all the way here from Anchorage, Alaska at Scalp Carolinas, and I'm here for my second treatment of SMP. Well, I was sitting at home one day and going over my Facebook page, and they have different, like advertisements popping up, and I saw one for SMP, and I saw some pictures of some guys, before and after, and I was looking at that, and it caught my attention, so I Googled it. SMP, nothing showed up in my area. So, I did a little more research, and all of a sudden, Scalp Carolinas popped up in the web browser. So I started watching his videos and seeing all the reaction from all the other people. We talked on the phone, we made appointments and everything. I sent him pictures, and he looked at them, and I was like, can you fix this? And, he pretty much said, no problem. My first session, he made me feel extremely comfortable. It was almost like I was talking to family. He started, and during the whole treatment, we talked and, about our families and our life and, and things that he does and things that I do. And before I know it, the first session was over. When you see someone doing something that they love, as much as I see Enoch Glover love what he does, it shows in his work. I wouldn't point anyone in any other direction but here to North Carolina, Scalp Carolinas, to get this done.